Hi there, welcome back. Thanks for being here. So in our last video, we have seen until creation of a Maven project, and we have added all the required dependencies to our project so that our project has the karate knowledge. Now, what we are left with is just start adding the feature files, which means our actual test cases, and we should just build a runner class so that all the feature files can be executed with the help of runner class. So before we get there, I would like to set an expectation. I would like to tell what are we going to achieve through this learning. Because we have discussed that karate can do a lot of things for us. Like karate can do UI automation, karate can help us with backend automation, and karate can do performance testing, and it can do service virtualization as well. But as far as these learnings are concerned, so we are going to deal with API automation, how API automation can be done with the help of karate, because that is what is being used widely at this point in time, and it is very, very powerful. So for this learning, I've taken Jira as an example, like one of the popular project management tool. So what we are going to do, we are going to just hit the Jira endpoint and see how we can count the number of issues present, and see the response, what description it has, and all that. We'll be playing with a lot of different things. So throughout this learning, it is not just Jira. We'll be seeing a lot of other publicly available APIs as well, based upon the need or the requirement that arises. So at least for now, to begin with, so I have taken Jira as an example. So let's get started. So as a standard testing practice, so we will have all our test case related data in src test java. So let's have our feature files also under the same directory. So I'm going to have another sub package called features. So I'm just creating a package called feature so that all my feature files can reside or can go in here. And now, as I was just mentioning, I will just have a feature file created. So since feature file option is not present here, so we wanted to select other and then select it as a file type and then click next. And now it is the time for you to give a meaningful name to your feature file. So get all issues from Jira. So this is the name of my feature file, and the extension is .feature, because otherwise it cannot be recognized, because Karate is built on top of Cucumber, so it uses the same feature file concept. So let me save this. So you can actually see that feature file is created successfully, and you can also see that there is a green circle which is created. And now we are done with the feature file. So let's also add the runner class, because there should be a runner class to run all the feature files. However, we can also run the feature file, but still it is a standard practice to have a runner class, because you can achieve parallel execution, and also you can do some changes to your reporting mechanism. All those tweaks can be done through runner class. So I'll just add a class under this existing package, like com.org.karate learning. So I'll just right click and new. I'm gonna create a class, and I would name this class as test runner, and I don't want main method, because we would be using JUnit for our execution. So now we have a class created, the runner class. So we need to map this class with couple of annotations to help with running our test cases. As we discussed, we are going to run with karate class, and we have some karate options. Yeah. So JUnit has an annotation which is called run with, and then you can actually specify you are going to run with karate dot class. Yeah, karate is coming from JUnit 4 dot class. And then you have another annotation which is karate options. I'm just adding that as well, karate options. And it actually takes two attributes currently. So one is features. So I wanted to tell where what is the directory or a path for a feature files. So it is src test java and features. This is where my feature files present, and I'll have tags. So tags, I'll say I will not execute a test case if it has @ignore mentioned in the particular feature file or on the scenario. Let's see, I think it has to be imported. So let's do control space here. So Karate options has come. I think O is missing here. Yep, yeah, we are all good. So now we have added the runner class as well, so that we can execute this particular feature file. Even if there are multiple feature file, we can still manage to execute all of them. So now we have feature file created, but we don't have anything here. We haven't added anything. So as I was just explaining, so let's take an example of Jira for our test case. So before that, let's also recall how a feature file should be written. So you have a feature which says what feature you are automating, and inside feature it is possible that you can have many number of scenarios, which means a particular test case, and inside particular test case you can have the actual implementation. Say for example, given I have URL and I have this header and this path parameter or this query parameter, and when I hit this API with so and so method, it could be post, get, patch or delete, I should see this status code and I should see this response. And if you wanted to do any customized assertions, you can use with the help of match keyword. So when I'm actually documenting the feature file, I'll also explain you what are the Karate specific keywords here, because they have their own DSL. So based on the keywords, they are actually mapping our step to a corresponding step definition that they have written inbuilt for us. Let's get started, guys. So first I would be documenting it as a feature. It says to get Jira issues. So this is my name of the feature. This is the feature I'm actually trying to test, and scenario. So I'm just gonna have a very basic thing. I'm not using all that feature file can take, like background, scenario outline or examples and all that. So let's just go, and as we go forward, so let's have all of them implemented, but let's go very slowly and step by step, guys. Yeah. So scenario, so we can also have some description to the scenario, saying that to get all issues present in a project. Yeah. So this is what the scenario that I have just mentioned. It is very sample. You can have it anything. Maybe you are looking for a specific bug ID or a issue type ID, or you are trying to match description of it, or you wanted to count how many number of bugs actually present in your project. So you can do as per the test case, but let's observe like how the response comes, and from there we go and add any other possibilities that we can do. So now we have done with scenario as well. So I'll start with given. So given is a Gherkin keyword. Given, so URL is a keyword that actually comes from Karate. So given URL, so I have actually documented my Jira API URL here. So https :/juggernaut-tester.atlassian.net is my URL. So this is given my URL, and so Jira does not allow us to hit their endpoint without having an authentication set, because we need to be authenticated. So what we need to do, we need to carry some header. So that header basically contains our user ID and the API key. So let's add that particular header so that it recognizes this particular project is coming from the owner, so I need to assist him with the response. So that's how the authentication or authorization works. So I'm just adding a header, so that is called authorization. So equals to authorization equals to, this is the key, guys. This is how you need to add the authentication for Jira. So if you authorization and authentication is completely a big concept as far as this API concept is concerned. So I'll just try to add one video related to it in the middle, but at this point in time, please understand that I'm just adding an header, which basically tells my details, like what the username and the API key. So you might have a question like why the user ID is having this kind of alphanumeric string. Basically, they do not expose the credentials just like that over the network. So I have converted all my things into a base 64 string. It has been encoded so that Jira can recognize it this way. And I wanted to see hit particular path. So now this is the endpoint that I'm interested in, because as I've mentioned already, so what I'm looking for is I'm just looking for the number of the total number of issues present in a specific project. Yeah, so this is actually called path parameter, which is also known as context URL. So if you go to the Jira official documentation, so you can just note down all these things like get issue. So this is the endpoint. This is the context URL that you need to use in order to get the specific issue. So issue ID or key ID, like if you wanted to get a specific issue, so you can actually update the number of it. We'll see that as well. So developer .atlassian.com is their developer console, where they have a documentation about all the APIs that they support. So I will leave this link in the description below. If you are really interested, please go through and read. You can actually start automating all the Jira actions, such as creating a user stories, like attaching files and creating bugs, add description, updating it. So everything can be done through API automation. So if you can understand the document very well and proceed. Yeah, so this is my path parameter, and given I have an URL, and header and authorization are a couple of keywords. Again, they are coming from Karate, and path is also the keyword that is coming from Karate. So now I would be hitting the endpoint when method is a keyword that is coming from the method Karate. So when method get, so when I do a get call on this particular endpoint, I'm just carrying my token header, which is authorization header. I should see a response. Then status code should be 200. So let me do that. So when I do a get call, I should not have any errors. I'm looking for status code, which should be 200. Status is again a keyword that is coming from Karate. And then also I'm interested in the response, and print response. So response is actually a keyword that is coming from Karate. So if you are using REST assured or HTTP client or any other tool for your API automation, so what you need to do, you need to apply a method extract response, and then you need to convert it to a JSON path, and then you need to perform validation that you are looking for. But Karate has done all that for us. So only thing that you need to do is just use the response keyword. So it just prints the entire response in the console. So now we have done with the very basic test case. Let's live with this at this point in time. So we will add more engineering as we go forward, like we will add assertions, we will add that, this, and later. So now let me execute and show how this goes. Yeah, so I have two ways to run this one. So if I just right click on this feature file, I can have run as Cucumber feature file, because I have added Cucumber plugin from the marketplace. And the other way that I can also do is from the runner class, because in the runner class I have actually mentioned like where the feature files resides, so that the runner class can actually pick the test cases or a feature file from this path and it can execute. Let's see both the ways, and just understand like how that executes. Yeah, so let me run with this Cucumber feature file option. So it has started running. So now you can see the test case number of features executed is 1, and number of scenarios is 1, and threads is 1, and passed. We have seen that test case got passed. So if you actually open the console, you can see all different you can see entire response is being printed because we have asked Karate to print the response in the console. So you can see the response, like all the bugs are present, like this is where the response is actually starting from. You can see the total is 5, the total number of bugs present is 5, maximum result is 50. So what happens in the sense, the response can only come for 50 records at a time. So this is the details of each response, like what is the ID for each bug and what is the description and all that you can see here. Yeah, so this is the basic test case which we have executed from the feature file, and let's also ensure this works fine from the runner class also. So I'm just right clicking this runner class and run as JUnit test, because we already seen that it should be run from here. So you have noticed that it also got passed. And one more thing that I have explained, that Karate has beautiful reporting mechanism. So you can actually see that the reports are being placed in target folder. So all you need to do is just refresh this target folder, and you can notice that Karate has Surefire reports for us in HTML format, in JSON format, and in XML format. So I'm interested in HTML report. If I just right click and open with system editor, please guys, do not open such kind of files, any CSV files or any files within the IDE. So it might get crashed. So it's always standard practice to go to your system editor or go to the path where it exists and then open the file. So if I open through system editor, see, without having single line of Java code or any other code or logic written, you have beautiful report printed here. And you can also see each step has its own explanation, and you can see like what is the response that we have got, and see how much time it has taken and whether pass or fail. So if something has been failed, you would have noticed a step in the red color, so that you will understand like where it got failed, and that way it works better. So I think we have learned so much, guys. I don't want to keep too much in one single video. So let's explore further bit about the same test case in the upcoming video. Thank you so much, guys. I hope that you have bagged some good amount of learning in this test case. I think more and more to come in our coming sessions. Please do like and subscribe my channel. Thank you so much, guys. You have a great rest of today.